myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day. Set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day. Summer, I'll be by your side. A wonder that you can't describe. How long will you wait for me? I want you to see what I see. I see you. I'm looking down, it's really far. I felt a tingle in my heart. The sun has set, the stars will appear. In many ways it's great up here. Somehow life goes on, the stars we know are gone. In this lonely place, I still see your face. I go round and round until every sound is a symphony from my heartbeat. Somehow life
touch from a warm wind is blowing in, is keeping me safe. I don't know for how long I can carry on, pretending that everything's alright, and that we will be fine. In